That's right. Like I'm from Bedford Stuyvesant, the realest, straight from Phillips, straight from the Avenue. That's right, straight from Phillips Ave. Now where we at? Obviously, it's a little connection problems, but we are talking P Diddy today denied bond. That's right. Diddy has been denied bond. You think about how big New York is, but at the same time, think about how small it is. In other words, Times Square looks huge, but actually very small. So if you're just tuning in, you're tuning in with the photography plug, and we usually talk diversity. We talk political ramifications, and we also talk the industry. Obviously, this is an industry page. Now, we did locate your former Vice President of the United States of America a few lives ago. A few live streams ago, we did locate your former President of the United States of America. But welcome to Photography Pub. We'll be streaming live for about an hour or two. And this is a forum that we've been talking about Tidal and Jay-Z. That's right. The discussion in the industry now is what information does P. Diddy have to offer? Some of the biggest names in the world were in those parties, his mansion parties. Some of those videotapes will expose maybe normal people, but celebrities also. So if you're just tuning in, your comment does count here. And what you say means so much on this platform. And I greatly appreciate everybody that's been tuning in so far. The numbers went skyrocket out of the roof. And all of a sudden we took a dip. Sometimes you have to remember the people that we follow sometimes are so important to the world that they would do anything to prevent you from getting that type of media. I can remember trying to get some Brad Pitt out in LA. And I could see from a distance they already knew I was going to come before I arrived. And they were coming in a little corridor, and they would have been very easily picked. That would have been very easily picked. But keep in mind what's going on in New York City with the industry, and the industry is at its peak right now with Diddy. We need to talk about seizing that baby oil. Why was that? Was that a red flag to order 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Was that a red flag? So welcome on this beautiful day. We talk education. And one of my favorite comments, I have to always, I hope you're smiling today. We're smiling here at the Photography Club, but one of my favorite comments were, and still is, and when you try to sound educated, that you really make yourself sound stupid. Welcome to the Photography Plug. I greatly appreciate all the people that's been viewing us. We're getting close to 60 million. That's right, 60 million views, 65 plus million views, and 117,000 subscribers. This is a very nice evening. We are talking Manhattan, New York. Hello, my friend. Hello. You're tuning into the Photography Plug. Like we always say, your comment does count, and we do pay attention to all the comments. No matter how busy we get, we're going to review them, and your words and your emotions and whatever you're going through does count. So we're talking P. Diddy arrested by the Homeland Security. I hear that name, Homeland Security, they automatically did most of the time safe. But yesterday, he was not a fan of the Homeland Security that obviously arrested him, and they are saying that is the same security. That they are saying that is the same security that arrested, that raided his home, his mansion, and I want to say that could possibly be in Miami. I'm not 100% sure about the location of that mansion. I'm sorry, Los Angeles. That's right, Los Angeles. Hello, hello. We have another comment that is hello, hello, my friends. You are live with the photography play. We had some connection problems up here, so I'm gonna try to cross the street. But this is where your comment. What do you think about Diddy? Now, do you think he's innocent or guilty? I think they have a server in this area, which is very hard to stay connected. So be patient, stay connected. So be patient with us. Stay. Okay, be patient with us. Stay. Okay, be patient. We just had a saying hello from New Jersey. Interruption would knock off, but we'll be consistently on. That's right, we'll be consistently on, and you won't worry about that connection in just a few minutes. But here at this college campus, obviously the connection with the computer, the software, uh, it interrupts the signal. So make sure if you're not one of those cheap devices that can't provide you the things that you need, but we're going to go back can't provide you the things that you need, but we're going to go back to the subject at hand. Back to the subject at hand. That subject being P. Diddy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Deal of a plan to continuously be allocated and to be a successful company. And we'll be getting into P. Diddy in a few minutes. We'll be talking about P. Diddy in just a few minutes. I want to clear this area because this is another area where the connection distorted. There's one more gray area here. We're passed by this gray area. But back at hand, we're talking P. Diddy. And this is a disaster. And this is a disaster going through here. Be patient. Technical difficulties. Be very patient. Maybe it's these big trees, a server. But I'm so hot. I'm gonna have to take off my shirt just to so ventilation. It is hot out here. We're talking P. Diddy being arrested by Homeland Security. Now, his classification is what we wanted to talk about. You have to think about any state being liable. That's right. P. Diddy's classification is so important because we have to think about any state possibly being liable for the death of a celebrity or a superstar. And I guess people would say, well, what about R. Kelly? And what about all the other infamous people in this world? And we talked about this so much on this page. Yes, we talked about it so much. And we have talked about infamous, not famous, but infamous. And P. Diddy has entered that realm of being infamous. Yes, P. Diddy now is not just famous, he is infamous. They're not showing all of those imagery. They're not showing all of that imagery to show you that Puff Daddy could have possibly became the president of the United States of America. That's why they have all of those Met Gala shots. That's why they have all of those great shots of P. Diddy on different red carpets of any sort. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You're tuned in to the photography plug. I greatly appreciate everybody tuned in right now. We have some technical difficulties and with that college campus we just passed. But welcome, welcome, welcome. This is the photography plug where your comment does count. Now we did talk about Jay-Z. Why are all the rumors that Jay-Z can possibly be involved? Now, people like myself, looking the industry insiders, might know if you're deeply inside, but we don't personally have any vendetta against a person like a Jay-Z that was popular before Barack Obama. Jay-Z stood there, a possibility of the black president of the United States of America, meaning that he fit that description. And with Beyonce, he would be a fine president of the United States of America as far as what we know. So we're not digging and hoping anything bad, but the rumor on the street is always leads back to Jay-Z. Now we know about the brunches and the lunch parties that they were having in Hollywood, California. That's right. It was broadcast all over the world. If you were invited, you were there. And if you were outside, you even had that very privilege. So comment, donate. We'll be streaming live for a while. We're in one of the better green cities in the country. That's right, Greensboro being the better. If you're from all over the world, this is a city you can raise your kids, you can be productive, and you don't have to spend that high dollar price. And you can catch the train to New York, and New York City, obviously very far away, New Jersey, very far away. But welcome to the photography plug. We're here on this Wednesday evening, and we're talking the political. Guys, they would do anything to disturb my life. I apologize. The government would do anything to disturb my life. They would scam my phone, just like I'm sure your phones are being scammed. They would do anything to disturb a freedom of speech, an articulate black man. Even if I was ignorant, it didn't matter. They would do anything to disturb my life. So another technical difficulties, obviously, by interruption of this very system that doesn't want anybody to have opinion but them. They have lost so badly, and it does upset me. I greatly appreciate everybody joining back again. If you donate, they may even punish you. That's right. If you donate to my page, they say, well, this black man has his own opinion. He's strong and he's healthy. Please don't donate. He could possibly be one of the most powerful people in America because he's legal. See, the thing about walking down the street with an AK-47, it's illegal. It's 100% legal. But the thing about it is, it's dangerous. But at the same time, it's 100% legal, my friends. So all the scammers that are trying to prevent us, prosecuting attorneys, the possible Federal Bureau of anybody, we're a 100% legit company. So please stop trying to scam like you did Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and our forefathers and even Barack Obama and even Harris. So we are a political forum that is talking P. Diddy being arrested. We're not a threat. I guess a black man is a threat in a sense. So just stop the scamming if you don't mind. Welcome. Please comment. We're going to get back on track, and we're going to be talking for the next few hours about that importance of P. Diddy being arrested by Homeland Security, how that affects, that's right, how it affects the industry. and rumors that Jay-Z could be possibly involved. That's every single rumor that you hear on every single tabloid that Jay-Z could possibly be involved. What is the information? I'll be reading some of your comments here. I'm gonna get past these bridges, and remember, if you're an American citizen, this sidewalk, I apologize, this sidewalk owns to every single American citizen, and especially to every single great American citizen. You could be successful, but you have to put it in your mind. That's right, what success is. Somebody commented he didn't stand a chance, and that comment was from Carlos Davis, saying he didn't stand a chance. No, nobody really stands a chance against that federal government. That is true. That's why you have entities that are proven to be legal. Now, we talked about that yesterday at Four Seasons Mall. That's right. We talked about young faces being advertised all over the world. Those young faces that are advertised all over the United States of America pull in dollars for companies like Gap, for different companies like Bad Boy. Bad Boy is not recruiting women by the age of 35 years old. Even in that form, I was having a conversation with my sister, and she's actually an attorney, and she was talking about her son and kind of comparing me to her son. Her son's 20. Listen, they recruit people that are that young. So these companies recruit people, and they see an attractive young person and they recruit them. It's 100% legal. But with 1,000 bottles of baby oil, I'm sure that had to raise some flags. But we seen Sean Puffy Combs' son, that's right, say with us, comment, leaving that very courthouse. That's right, Sean Puffy's and emotional. Now, you have to think his father is in a precarious situation, but his father is one of the most world famous individuals, and his father is one of the more world famous individuals in the world, and he has afforded his son so much money. So, of course, he's going to be the average person that will go through this type of thing, wouldn't have any support whatsoever, and especially not from their son. But I think this is a special case where P. Diddy afforded that very financial benefit for his children and his two beautiful daughters that are twins, that are actually the future of modeling. So it's a lot going on in this case. We want to know your opinions. We'll be reading right now. I guess for the meantime, you can call this number right here for anything. You want to prank call it. You want to call it for any reason, but we don't need bail bondsmen either. Just do your time. If we took away all of these interest rates, we can eliminate. If you went to the judge and said, no, judge, just give me the time. And you went in there and you said, okay, food's pretty good, and you got out, and you after the 10, 15 days, and if you're in serious trouble, it's a whole different story. So we're talking minor infractions. So welcome. You like that P. Diddy situation. That's right. Diddy arrested in one of the biggest RICO racketeering cases in American and world history. That thumbnail was taken a decade ago of Future and Diddy. Right after that, Future said he did not want to party with Diddy. That's right, Future did not want to party with Diddy. So that is that issue of Future saying, no, something's wrong here. All the red flags. How many people could possibly be involved in this case? How many celebrities may possibly be exposed? People that's moved on with their lives. I mean, what type of And somebody commented, "Is Puff Daddy gay?" That was one comment. And another hello to you. Like, comment, subscribe, donate. We greatly appreciate if you donate or buy a product. So we're talking, and we'll be streaming live for a little while. But we are talking P. Diddy being arrested by Homeland Security, that very Homeland Security that makes people feel safe. If you call Homeland Security today, do they protect you? Because if you're worried about them protecting your neighbor and not you, that should not be your concern. So where are your tax dollars going? P. Diddy's after our parties being busted by Homeland Security. I mean, women shouldn't be abused in this country or worldwide. And it happens every single day in this country and worldwide. And this is why this case even helps the political ramification. That political ramification of that Harris. That's right, that political ramification of Harris. Women being abused in this country, in any country, must stop. And this is something that we all have to have the discussion about. And in this indictment, it shows that Diddy was abusing men and women. And the word that the prosecutor used in freak-offs. So this raised eyebrows all around the world and the country, and what people are really doing behind closed doors. How many people have been involved? Is this hundreds of cases? You think about how long that trial can possibly last. Think about how long that trial could possibly last. If Young Thug's case, and a case that you're talking about, a gentleman by the name of Nut being killed, right? That's the basis of Young Thug's prosecutable case of Nut being killed, right? So you can imagine P. Diddy, a record label owner. Young Thug was an artist that owned YSL, a small record label, but it wasn't worth $500 million. This is the big kahuna. And they explained that they explained it very well, that the prosecutor themselves, that's right, want that attention. They want to show the public that they're out there making arrests. And they wanted that arrest at that hotel in Manhattan to be public. And it was very public, a very public arrest that people say, well, it was private. No, it was just in a lobby of a hotel. If anybody was out there, they would have been able to film it and see where our tax dollars are being spent. And we have a comment, free Diddy, freaky, you know what. So in this form, we don't use any profanity. We try to stay in the ramification of the fact of that YouTube parental discretion. So welcome. Here we're talking about Diddy and the allegations, and everybody is live about the subject. CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. If you check them all, they're live, but the only thing about them, a lot of times you don't get any response. We're going to be commenting. Welcome. And somebody said, this is just the beginning. That is a good comment, because is this the beginning? That's right. Is this the beginning of, and I want to do two things at one time. It's an office space I want to check on. So you'll be seeing the development of this company and seeing some business moves that we do. So I'll make sure that I remind myself to check on this office space. Is not too far from here. So we'll be checking on that too. But we're talking P. Diddy being arrested. Somebody just said, is this just the beginning? Is it the beginning of prosecutions, and what does Diddy have to offer? I'm sure if he has videotapes of different celebrities, and he has some celebrities that may not be popular but hold that coin and hold that dollar, they hold that dollar, there is a possibility of having those attorneys. Now, he is in custody and considered a threat to society. That's why he was denied bond. That's right, P. Diddy is considered a threat to society, and that's why the judge denied him bond. The prosecutor said no, that this individual is not safe to be around his jet, his plane, or anything of the sort. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Where your comments count. Somebody commented and said Diddy's mother has a possibility of a role. Now remember one thing, we can figure it out ourselves, and I'll let this. But remember, what's important is knowing where your tax dollar goes, and that doesn't mean that somebody's not a hero or somebody's not a good person, but you want to make sure that if somebody even saves your life, usually it could be a lawsuit in that. So welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll be reading these comments, and we'll be reading these comments pretty much right now. White Parlor again. We're here live, talking P. Diddy and the ramifications. That's right, those ramifications of his charges. Some are saying he's facing up to more than 50 years in prison. Some asked, they said, well, did he do it? And then they answer their own question, and that was Dick. And he said that
with JG down there, it's what's the name? The brewery.
and the guy that just passed happened to just be talking about Jay-Z. So you don't know what's going on, but we know for sure that Diddy has been arrested and denied bond. That's right, P. Diddy denied bond. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. We'll be reading these comments right now. Somebody commented what state we are in. We are in the beautiful state of North Carolina. What state are you in? We are going to try to make our way to New York City. We did bring you in the last live, the vice president. We also bring you an artist. That's right, an artist by the name of Big Boogie, Moneybag Yo, and Kodak Black. You can all see that on the rails. Please buy the products. Please donate. This is a page about entrepreneurship and Black entrepreneurship. That is so very important. Black entrepreneurs in this country are so very important. And that is a very important faction in what's important on how we shape the future. So don't allow these individuals that you think that's going to shape the future for you better. But no, we shape the future. We make our opinions. It's a social media era. Football is going totally out of business. Not totally. The Super Bowl. Now there's a whole nother subject about Lil Wayne and the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne is so upset, and we're going to do a whole nother forum about that. Somebody just checked in from Alabama. Shouts out. This is a wonderful thing. When we talk technology is the future, nothing is more revolutionary than technology, is because we can speak to people, not just on the phone, but they can comment. And what will come next? What will come next with this technology that we all have came up with? So this evening, Wednesday evening, very beautiful, kind of mild days, hot. Sun is coming in and out, so it's kind of cool, but it's warm. So welcome to the photography plug. Matter of fact, we did talk about the office space, building this brand, and that important of building, being that entrepreneur. And we're talking about an entrepreneur today. That's right, P. Diddy. From the bottom of, I think, Harlem, I want to say, and from poverty, becoming one of the bigger celebrities in world history. That's right, P. Diddy. All those Met Gala pictures, all of everything that P. Diddy does, Biggie Smalls, G. Dep, Nipsey Hussle. He has one of the best songs with Nipsey Hussle. So what will come out of the indictment, alive or dead? So comment, comment, comment. Let us know what you think about that very photography plug. But I want to see if I can get in contact with his attorney meanwhile. But please, let us know. Greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in. This is an office space. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Photography plug is an office space over here for radio. I was trying to get in contact with that attorney. Hello, is that head attorney here today? I wanted to talk of
Not just yet. He'll be here around 4.
4 o'clock. Thank you. What's his name? Jason. Thank you very much. I'll be back at 4. Thank you so much. So yes, back to the subject at hand. We are talking P. Diddy and the importance. That's right. The importance of this indictment. How would it affect the industry? That's right. Could affect some of the biggest names in the industry. I hate to tell you, and to be honest with you, and just be straight up honest with you guys, this can directly affect Jay-Z. We all hope not. Nobody's voting against Jay or Beyonce or anybody. We don't want to see anybody going through, especially people that we thought were doing so well. So you think about so many people that are tricked into the Hollywood scam. They are young and they're ready to go to Hollywood and they're ready to go to LA and they see a Diddy party and they have no idea that this is going on. Only thing they see are the videos, the rap lyrics, and the way people are being treated when they're in these videos. Oh yes, we can talk about that. Grandma is going to cook those greens a little bit better if you have that picture with Chris Brown. That's right. Grandma is going to cook. She's going to prepare. Thanksgiving is going to be a lot more appealing when you have those celebrity shots, correct? So when people go to Hollywood, they don't expect that any of this is going on if some people are naive of the fact of things like this going on. And that's why it's still a shock to so many people that might not understand about these things going on. Somebody said Clive Davis is going down. That comment was about Salt. Shout out to Salt Shaker. Got to be careful to make sure their identity and distinguish between victims and abusers. I apologize. I didn't really recognize that word there, but distinguished. So this is a platform that we're saying that yes, photography plug is not perfect, my friends. I'm not the most intelligent person in the world, but I'm here to make a difference. And I don't think Martin Luther King was either. And I don't think Malcolm X is intelligent. He was either. And I don't think Bill Gates or Warren Buffett is either. So, but I do think that we all have mistakes that we've all have to face in some type of reality. Nobody is perfect. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You are tuned in to the Photography Plug. I greatly appreciate it. And when the Vice President of the United States came in town, we got very close to her, within feet. Our server was blocked by the Secret Service. And you can look at that live, that last live, where we are chasing the Vice President just by instinct and faith. So welcome. We are talking P. Diddy, and we're going to be live for a little bit. Somebody just commented. They said, hey, intelligence isn't just about reading and writing. We all are smart in our own way. And I greatly appreciate that comment. We are talking P. Diddy and the ramifications and the importance of this trial. That means that it can affect the industry. If your kids go to the concert, if you like to go to the concerts, you think about Bad Boy as a whole. Will the company be sold? I heard that his mother, that's right, his own mother's house was put up for sale, which was a strategy, obviously, before any of this took place. Put a big home in your mother's name, and if anything comes down on you, you could put that property up for a bond. Now, the S word will come up. That's right, the S word will come up. That S word is sex offender. Yes. And if P. Diddy is a sex offender, he cannot be housed in the Department of Corrections unless he is at the top of the list of a victim. So it's already said in his indictment, in his paperwork, when individuals talk paperwork. Now, it's not a secret that when you go to any jail or any prison, that your paperwork does not go to the warden. It goes to the highest command in that penitentiary, and that is a inmate, whoever's the highest command inmate. Like I said, you're not going to hear the things that you hear. You're not going to hear them only here. You're not going to hear about how it's going to work when you get in prison. You're not going to hear about that only on Photography Plug. You're going to hear about the difference when P. Diddy is locked up right now. He's incarcerated right now. And that lead command is an inmate. Whatever you can find out. That was a beautiful vehicle. Did you like it or not? Cybertruck, black one. But back to the subject. Shouts out to Elon Musk. Now, we love Elon, and we love innovation, and we love Silicon Valley. So this is a form of entrepreneurship, and we will be heading to Silicon Valley too. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Where your comments count. I'll be reading these comments right now. Somebody said, we don't have a Cybertruck in UK. If I had that connection, my friend, I would deliver it personally to you. I would deliver, if I had the connection with Elon. That's why we're going to Silicon, and that's why we need your donations. When you donate to $5, that's $5 towards going to Silicon. That's capitalism. That's $1 more. That's right. We have to go by 1 + 1 = 2. So welcome. If I had the power and you said that, my friends, we will have the power. We'll deliver it right to you at Cybertruck. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Shouts out again to Elon Musk. Shouts out to Elon. Somebody said, I like your vibe. I like your vibe too. Welcome to the Photography Plug. And we're going to head down to this college campus and see what we can see down this way. Actually, honestly, I have traffic court in the morning. I'm missing work tomorrow because of it. So I'm so upset about that. It's good to have that feeling that you can't have strikes at your job. Yeah, at your job you can't afford to have any strikes whatsoever. But let's get back to the subject at hand, and that is P. Diddy being arrested by Homeland Security. And when Homeland Security arrests you, they're saying that you're some type of threat to society, even trafficking. The prosecutor did very well by pointing out, that's right, the prosecutor did very well by pointing out those two guns, just those two guns, and one gun with the serial number scratched off. Excuse me, with the serial number scratched off of that gun. But I want to remember to go back to that office up there, so I'm repeating myself. Sometimes you have to do that even if you're at your job, to remember some things. It gets a little difficult sometimes. So welcome to the photography plug. We're talking P. Diddy. Let us know if you think he will be exonerated of all charges with the right attorney. And again, we're back on, and I promised you that nothing is more revolutionary than technology. And my friends from South Africa is here. My fellow firemen are down there. They're upset with me. I apologize. $1.6 billion go to an all-white faction. We're not saying they don't do a great job. I want to clarify that. But we are saying that we want that money. But our hearts are with South Africa. That's right, our hearts and our voices, our spray paint, and our protests, yes, are with South Africa and are with the South African president, as the South African president quoted. He said, you are on, and he was referring to whites in South Africa. The South African president said, my friends, you are on stolen land. And we're going to take it back, and we're not going to be nice about it. I want to come to South Africa. I want to litigate about the terrible things that are happening in America, to sign your masses too. Welcome, South Africa. A piece of my heart to a piece of your heart. Back to the subject at hand. We are talking P. Diddy today. P. Diddy being incarcerated right now. You think about all of that wealth, and every day having these assistants, every day having that Beijing to dye your hair, those clippers, the massage therapist, the person that helps you work out. You know, the person that helps helps you, your fitness trainer, your private chef, and now all of that goes to waste. You know, nobody's there. That's why sometimes you have to be out here. That's why sometimes you have to reflect and say, well, how can I? But I can't speak for P. Diddy because he lived a whole nother life of luxury. So I can't speak to anybody that's worth $500 million. This is an honest platform. I'm not going to pretend like I'm a very wealthy person. So welcome to the forum. We're talking P. Diddy, and we're talking the him being arrested in Manhattan at a hotel. Now, this was a public arrest, but he was swept away so quickly and fastly and still incarcerated. Bond denied. That's right, P. Diddy's bond is denied. Somebody commented, they said the modern world isn't about something. Somebody said, I don't know, I wasn't there. We're not saying you were there. So many people, it is a possibility to get in somebody that was actually there. But we're saying your assumption of what you more than likely think will happen. So let's say, for instance, if somebody accused you of something. Just that accusation by itself is a conviction. It's some type of conviction. In other words, people are going to say, "Yeah, I think he did it." You could do nothing wrong at all, and prank. If you pranked the people that didn't like you, and you sent a fake detective there, and you said such and such has just been arrested for murder, but it was a prank, right? The people that didn't like you will probably say, "Yeah, I know he was a nut," or whatever the case is. In other words, that accusation is a conviction in itself. Somebody commented, Jay-Z is already selling his stuff, trying to get aboard. Diddy got some serious information about not just him, but a lot of his folks. So I'm not making this up. And you see it right there in the comments by an individual by the name of, he's a Mookie, like a Mookie. Shouts out to Mookie. He just commented. And this is what you are hearing in the inside of the industry. This is an industry insider. I could pretend like I don't know, but I do know a lot of information. So here, at this platform, we are talking P. Diddy, but we're gonna pause the subject right here. This is a young man crossing the street. I noticed him back here. Needed some help. You never know if you could be injured or hurt. How would your body react? Will you keep going or stop? Cars won't even stop for you. You're crossing the street. And sometimes the world needs to stop for people that we don't notice as much. Sometimes the world needs to stop. What's up, brother? You all right? Okay, back to the subject at hand. We are talking P. Diddy. You never know what you could be going through tomorrow. So let's make sure we show some of these people respect that actually deserve it, and not just the people that are in the spotlight. We're going to show people in a different way. I did a whole documentary about it and nobody watched it. It's a very sad documentary. I don't blame people for not watching it, but it is an importance about cleaning up that skid row. I thought I'd mention that. But back to the subject at hand. P. Diddy, I welcome everybody back. I was having terrible technical difficulties earlier. That's right, terrible technical difficulties earlier today. So Diddy arrested in Manhattan. Somebody just commented, Diddy is not going to be the last man standing on a sinking ship. But what if you're that person that you don't have anybody to rat on? That's right. A lot of people, when they get prosecuted, it's no co-defendant. But this individual is intelligent because they are saying that, no, there's a lot of people involved. And the last comment was saying it's a possibility of Jay-Z being involved. So donate, donate, donate. We're getting close to historical college campus right here in my hometown where I grew up at, right here. And Mookie Boy just donated $2. We greatly appreciate it. That's towards capitalism and further Sanya Massey protests. That's for Silicon Valley. That we got to get out there to Elon, and we can't hate at everybody. If we're going to be a part of capitalism, we got to be a part of a team. That's right. We have to be a part of a team, and we have to say Elon Musk is going to be a part of that team. Even if not, we can go and record Elon and then ask him for that allocation. And you can too, my friends. You can make your way to Silicon Valley. You could take your your $2,000 and find Elon Musk. It is possible. Or find a big entrepreneur and videotape your resume. Ask. And if he says no, other millionaires will say yes. So welcome to the Photography Plug. It's all about entrepreneurship. We greatly appreciate that donation from Mookie. Greatly appreciate you. Somebody just commented, much love back to you. But somebody just commented, this is a complex case with many individual witnesses. And we have to put in the fact of the matter of star witnesses. When Cassie is called, all that plays in the fact of what you call the Hollywood effect. I mean, these cases in the music industry are taking not just a toll, I didn't want to say that, but they are taking a turn for some of the bigger epic media events in all times. You better believe if I was in New York City right now, I'd be very excited about the stories behind this. And we have another free Diddy. So some people are saying maybe Diddy's innocent. You know, Diddy didn't ever come out and say that he was guilty. His attorney said he was a pillar to society and that he helped the black community. That's right. P. Diddy's attorney went on and said that he was a pillar to society and he helped the black community and never once destroyed it. He said that, yes, Diddy is imperfect, but he's not a criminal. So welcome to the Photography Plug. This is a very famous spot right here. But usually you will see the Nation of Islam out here. Again, Mr. Young, Mike Walls lost his life. That was a very epic event in my personal life. Down here, obviously, I grew up as a kid. So welcome to the Photography Plug. It's a very important forum. And it's a political forum that when we get close to the election, I promise that somehow now the Secret Service will do their thing. And you can see the last live video that every time you would get that vehicle, that's why it's important. It's important not to go live. Sometimes we can't go live because there's too many people around, too much technology. Welcome. We're talking P. Diddy. And thank you for the donation. Thank you for that donation. Donate. This is about capitalism. That's right. This forum is about capitalism and education. Education, capitalism. And today we are talking P. Diddy being arrested in Manhattan, New York City. Your donations go towards us getting there. And we want to be there delivering the story to you. Because Photography Plug is not just our business. Photography Plug is your business. Welcome. Think he in another comment, you tried it. So that's right. The industry is buzzing, and we had a few comments ago where an individual said Jay-Z is possibly involved. I think this would be embarrassing to the black community, you know, but at the same time, people have been saying a lot about Jay and a lot about all of the things that's been going on with Jay-Z and the possible connection with P. Diddy. Now, I haven't heard any actual, anything actual that can make a case. I haven't heard anything like that. I haven't heard any documentation. We've heard plenty of stories about P. Diddy, but we never heard anything about Jay-Z. Nothing whatsoever. So somebody said there's way more that's embarrassing to than Jay-Z. Embarrassing. We're saying if it was more allegations, obviously Jay-Z is looked to be a pillar of the community. And nobody's ever said the rumors, but nobody's ever had any factual facts that Jay-Z was involved with anything. And if he was, we don't know. So, welcome to the Photography Plug. We'll be reading your comments right now. And somebody commented, it's not just black people, it's the industry. That is a very important comment. You know, people talk about the industry. We talk about Suge Knight. And Suge Knight went over there and ran over two people in the car in his truck on video. And then being a criminal, expecting to be out and injured somebody. I think it was an actor, and he can't walk anymore. So Suge is in prison. Young Thug is actually going to court right now. The longest trial in Georgia history, the most expensive trial is that there of Young Thug, all about an individual by Young Nut being killed. I can't see how a prosecution can prosecute a celebrity with an individual by the name of Young Nut, some neighborhood guy. I mean, compared to a millionaire. So I think that prosecution may fail even at his appeals. When Young Thug's going to prison, my friend, he'll be let go. But Diddy's in a lot more trouble. These are sex accusations. That's right. They say it's 3 strikes out, but the reality is, and stick with me, I am walking and talking, is that if you ever become a sex offender, my friends, you're in great trouble. You're in so much trouble. So that, my friends, is an accusation that could never. How could that state protect P. Diddy when after he is convicted, he'll be convicted sex offender? That means that paperwork given to that head inmate saying P. Diddy's duties. Will P. Diddy wash drawers today? Will P. Diddy... You have to understand when you're a part of that penitentiary system that you're going to possibly be washing clothes and other famous people, drug lords, mob guys, people that are all about respect. And he's not going to have a personal, he's not like a Rollo that has, you know how Rollo has that power of fear. Nobody is going to fear P. Diddy. People will prey on him, and maybe he might become that tattoo outlaw thug. Anybody with a long prison sentence has that possibility of getting tattoos on their face, getting tattoos on their arms. Yes, Diddy is 50 plus years old. He is. But the reality is, will he become that hardened criminal? If he does 10, 20 years in prison, he will become that hardened criminal. So welcome. Let us know what you think. We're live. Photography Plug. I greatly appreciate everybody being back. Had a person all the way in South Africa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That is greatly appreciated. You are looking at a historical black college that my own very mother attended. My own sister, my niece, my nephew, my whole family basically went here. So it does mean a lot to us to be broadcasting live at this historical ground. I grew up not too far from here. Me and my family, Me and my brother and sister will walk up here as kids, one with a blanket in our hand, and those memories stand still. But today, we are talking P. Diddy and the importance of this arrest to the music industry. This is the stain that billionaires are upset about. Somebody said this is not a black thing. That is very, I think it offends black people. But if this is a white person, I don't even think, honestly, that they would be offended. I don't think that, I mean, yeah, I think they look at things differently. So if you have a wild white person, they might try every drug in the book. That is a reality. Yeah, they want ecstasy, they want cocaine, they want everything. So more than likely, they would try everything sexually, especially if you're on those narcotics. But black people, they look at it different. This is opinionated by Photography Plug. Don't take my word for it, but this is how I opinionate it on my side. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody mentioned said there's colors all over the world. That is very true. I did not see your comment. Kind of came quick and went fast, but welcome. That's right. That's a good defense. Somebody commented and said Diddy was on narcotics. That P. Diddy was possibly on that there of narcotics. I think somebody said, I love him. Somebody said, I love Diddy. They said, I live him, but I think they meant, I love him. And they say, you love him, that's cool, I think. He say, in other words, they say, you love him, but I don't. But welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. And we are here at a a technology school, which is a black historical technology school. We are talking P. Diddy and the importance of that arrest and how the industry is reacting. Everybody is live about the subject. CNN, MSNBC, everybody is live about that very subject of P. Diddy. And it does look like today we are going to keep this live. That's very good because chasing the vice president or even a president, now that is a whole nother ramification of things. In other words, Secret Service they have cell phone blockers. If you're in the media, you know about them. Your company probably won't tell you, but your company has a lot to do with those cell phone blockers. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. Somebody said Diddy is about to be terrorized by poor inmates. Yes, my friends. Yes, yes. He will be terrorized. Not even in a conversation. Just imagine if now I'm not an inmate, but just imagine if me and P. Diddy was just having a conversation. Just me, a free black man, a normal free black man, you know. And we was having a conversation. Just imagine how that conversation would go, even if I wasn't pressing him. Just imagine how bad it could get. But just imagine how easy it would be for me to get. So if you're locked up with Diddy and you get to him, he has to be in protective custody because if he's not, he's going to be a victim. He's going to be victimized. Yes, you're very right. Somebody said, I hope he doesn't drop the soap. Fortunately, I think P. Diddy will be looking forward to dropping the soap in prison. Unfortunately, I don't think that his appetite would change. If you are made that way, you are just made in that particular way. At this point, I would like to shout out individual, very important individual. So many people. My cousin that passed away so many years ago from lupus, Karen, I'd like to mention your name, and my cousin Jamila that recently passed away. But I would like to mention all of my family members that are doing so successful. I'd like to thank God for that. We have to thank God for every single day. No matter how challenging this gets, let's stay busy and let's become that entrepreneur. Remember Tupac Shakur said, I might not be the mind that changes the world, but I can reach that mind that sparks the change in the world. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know what you think about P. Diddy's most recent arrest by the Homeland Security, not the federal authorities, but the Homeland Security. You better believe they're all tied in together. So when you're talking the Federal Bureau of Investigations or you're talking whatever, they're all tied in together. The state, there's been instances where the state, my friends, you would get released from state prison and the Federal Bureau of Investigations will be there ready to pick you up and take you into custody. Then you did your state time. Now it's time for you to do your federal crime. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Would that be a situation? Is P. Diddy just screwed so bad that he would never see the day? I think the best thing about this case is that P. Diddy will become a sex offender. Now, when he becomes that sex offender, he would just wear an ankle monitor and be in that New York City. Yeah, New York is big, but it's very small. I don't know if you've been to New York City, but it can be huge if you go way out to the Bronx or Brooklyn. But that main area, Times Square and all that stuff, is pretty small. In other words, you walk one time, you walk twice, everybody's gonna start noticing you, and next thing you know, you realize that New York City is just another big city, very small city. But I would like to say about the entrepreneurs in New York City, it is 1 out of every 21 people in New York are millionaires. And that's what we are passing right now. Again, another shout out to Musk. We are looking at technology and how technology works now. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is a forum about education and the importance of education and entrepreneurship. I had a very inspirational comment today. Somebody said, just because said it a different way, say just because you can't read doesn't mean that you're not intelligent. We all have things to work on, my friends. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know what you think about P. Diddy in Manhattan, arrested. That's right, arrested yesterday. P. Diddy arrested by Homeland Security. And the industry is going nuts because there's so many secrets. I wonder how many people there are. I wonder how many people that are involved that are scared that we don't know how many name brands out there, because these people are name brands. This is a name brand. Puff Daddy is a name brand. All of Jay-Z, that is a name brand. Somebody commented and said the best scenario was the ankle monitor. But that same commenter commented he's not getting out alive. That's the temperature that would grant him bond. If you have a lot of people saying those things, even on the internet, he will be released quickly. The state of New York, as powerful as the state of New York is, it's still not as powerful as the music industry, meaning, in other words, the state of New York is powerful, but they don't want P. Diddy's death on their hands. That's right. Somebody did mention that, and I did make a real. I did make a reel today. That yeah, I made a reel saying today that Jennifer Lopez. That's right. Jennifer Lopez will be an excellent star witness, either for the prosecution or against the prosecution. We haven't heard anything, an inkling from Ben Affleck or Jennifer Lopez. So that is a very good comment. Somebody said his flight risk, and I'm gonna read that entire comment. Let me get in the shade. But somebody said something about his flight risk, and that is exactly right. So this individual said many politicians and public figures went to these mansion parties. Many politicians and public figures. Now, obviously, what would sell newspapers, and I mean digital newspapers around the world, and that's what P. Diddy is doing today, and that's what Donald Trump is great at. But how many people other than Jay-Z were there? If Jay-Z was attended at all. We're not switching bait. It's not catfish. We're not gonna we talk about Jay in a way of he is a great entrepreneur. We have no reason at all to we use that by just saying we know what Jay-Z's arrogant, he might not answer your comment. But what we're saying is that we're just going to answer your comments, but we don't have anything against Jay. We don't want to see his empire go down. We don't want to see anything happen to that beautiful family, except if it benefited me personally. Yes, this is about politics and political form and you putting yourself first. And how can you be that powerful entrepreneur in your business? If you're selling toilet tissue, if you're selling t-shirts, whatever you're selling. But today we're talking P. Diddy. I'll be reading these comments now. And somebody said Oprah. I don't think Oprah Winfrey is that ignorant to be there at Diddy's parties. But I heard Cars Winslow, and that rumor has been going around Hollywood for a while. Somebody said, pay attention, rainbow children. I wonder who's next. So pay attention to the rainbow children. Oh, I think they're saying it's a slew. They're saying it's going to be a slew of individuals that are ousted in that Hollywood lifestyle. I don't think they're big, huge secrets. That it's always somebody. In other words, if I sell one $20 crack rock right now, somebody's going to know. Right? So if I sell one $20 crack rock, guess what? Somebody's going to know. So the whole world basically knows already. It's just that one person has to come out and say, hey, I seen photography plug over there selling crack. So they'll go downtown, and next thing you know, the next time the police arrive by, they'll be ready to jump out. So that is how it works in the justice system. So it's very interesting to see what is going to happen next in this case. Somebody said, he's a hypocrite because they know it's not enough freaks to go around. I think the when people are looking on the outside, that we didn't realize any of this stuff was going on. I mean, if you use your common sense, you can say, okay, now I realize what actually was going on. But I think it's kind of sad that if you are 25 years old and you go to Hollywood and you're just there to try to be a model, or you're there trying to be an actor or a rapper, and this is a wake-up call to people that want to be in the industry, that these things happen. And he said for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours, it was punishment given, apparently. I don't understand that when they said the diddler. I just don't understand. Maybe somebody can elaborate what that means, but I don't know what it means at all. So welcome to the photography blog. I know it's not a ton of likes, but I was watching a live feed yesterday. I said, well, where's the like button at? I mean, unless it's you're on the scene of the crime, then I don't think people are going to be looking for a like button, and it shouldn't be. So that easily accessible, that's another note to YouTube that can probably improve. But they done a well job of making that subscribe button very easily accessible. So welcome to the photography plug. We're talking P. Diddy and the importance of his incarceration, and will he even make it out alive? One of the commenters said he won't even make it out. Because you think about that conversation that a normal person, and you think about how you can relate to a P. Diddy when financially you could never understand the type of wealth he deals with every day. He's known to have a whole condo full of brand new clothes, never worn. And this was back in 2010. So, and P. Diddy, they've been wanting P. Diddy out of that city. That's right. They've been wanting that black man and that black entrepreneur out of New York City. And why wouldn't they? Because he's hosting these parties, having fun, doing everything that he wants to do to be successful, showing black men around the world they can do anything they want to do. So, obviously, it is a force against that. So welcome. You're here live with the photography plug, talking P. Diddy and the importance of the industry, the state of the industry now. They are saying the state of the industry is obviously on red alert with rumors, bigger names. Let me pass this person real quick. Possible bigger names than Jay-Z. Bigger names than Jay-Z. And if I was Jay-Z now, I would have rather signed the photography plug than to sign Memphis Bleak. Because Bleak's not relevant right now. We're getting closer and closer with your help, with your donations. We're getting closer and closer to some of the most powerful people in the world, and you can do it too, and we want you to do it. May 1st is an announcement of the Met Gala. That's right. That is a photographer's dream, the Met Gala in New York City. May 1st every year, I invite all the photographers to come and join me up there. To be so many other freelance photographers and professional photographers that's been in New York forever and taking photos. Some of these people are not even on social media. So all these photographers, most of them sell their images to different companies, and they're not on social media. They don't worry about IG, TikTok, nor YouTube. So welcome. We are that faction. Welcome. Somebody commented again, we all know that Diddy won't get out alive. And somebody just commented, they said double tap the screen. They said double tap the screen to get a like. Like I said, social media likes, we like you very much. We greatly appreciate you. And we're all still learning all this technology because guess what? I didn't know that. And we're all learning something new every single day. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Photography Plug. We've been live for about over an hour now. And we'll stay live until my battery charge just about depletes because it's very dangerous for a black man in the world to not have the video camera. And remember, in New Jersey, if you're ever in New Jersey, they have it set up that you cannot have a charge in New York, in any of these big cities, Atlanta even, that they don't want cameras there because their they don't want to be monitored and be on their best behavior. So make sure that you have a phone on you that's always charged and ready to record, because unfortunately that could be your last recording. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. We'll be reading these comments right now. Again, that was a wonderful comment. Double tap the screen for that like. The one thing about social media I do like is you don't have a number to call. In other words, a company will go out of business if they have 100 people call. Imagine how many people will call YouTube every day. They'll probably be out of business just trying to keep the people to answer the calls. So that's very important that they make, just like that comment said, you have to figure it out yourself. Social media, you have to, oh, I can't do this. I might not can say this word, or I can't show nudity, or I might not be able to do this if I want that maximal potential out of those views. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You are tuning in live to the Photography Plug, where anything can happen because we are live. So we're talking P. Diddy and that important ramifications of this trial that is coming up. I don't think any dates have been set yet, but I'm sure New York is just on fire with Donald Trump running for president again, being prosecuted. And somebody commented earlier, Trump is next. I don't know what they meant by that. Trump obviously served as the president of the United States of America. And what I mean by served, meaning that any president is supposed to be there for community service. And even celebrities, if you think about after they die, they put out a lot of albums for you and your kids to enjoy. That's right. So these individuals are, I think we're all in a way community service workers, and we're going to leave behind this amazing work for you guys to enjoy. So welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. We do need more donations. Donate, donate, donate. And somebody just commented, Trump is not going to jail. And as you see, we'll be going over different opportunities. So in this area, obviously you have the college. You can see the college from here. You see these abandoned buildings, houses, apartments, can easily be turned into, I wouldn't say easily, but with a couple of $100,000 labor and an attitude that we can, yes, you can make a lot of money in real estate. Now, real estate is an up and down thing, but it's so important to own real estate. That is so important. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. You can see right there, close by, brand new apartment complex with this very valuable land, which obviously they just built these brand new college dorms, actually. Like I said, you can see the college from here. So this is a real estate gold mine for anybody ready to put in the work, and you know this location, or you want to come to the city and you want to invest in real estate and become a successful citizen. And that successful citizen can be you. And however your success, maybe it's health, maybe it's exercise, maybe it's education, maybe it's learning how to read or finish your whole, your college exam or any of those things. Shout out to everybody that tuned in and to everybody that commented. I greatly appreciate everybody here today. We're talking Diddy. That's right, P. Diddy being arrested in Manhattan, New York. Huge news all over the news, and it just doesn't stop all day long. If you are a part of media, and I mean real media, in other words, everybody's freedom of press media, freelance photographer is myself. But if you're part of CNN or MSNBC, or you better believe that you bought your coworker breakfast this morning because you're going to be working all day and loving this story. I hate to say it, and you're going to only hear it here at Photography Plug. Somebody said, buy and hold is my strategy. They're talking real estate. That is a good strategy. If you could just buy the property, split it in half, and rent half of it out, and then you're your own landlord. And once that all goes down in price, I personally believe in small. And some people believe in big. Some people believe that if you're a detonaire. Now, I don't believe in that. I think that's too much stress. I think success is what you look at success is. Not necessarily. It can be a construction worker. It can be so many different facets of individuals. So success is not necessarily engineer. But welcome. We are at the home of engineers here, Historical Black College. We are talking P. Diddy. Visited this college many times and visited so many other black colleges. And his attorneys came and told and said that he is a pillar to society and he has helped the black community so much and he doesn't deserve this. And his attorney came out and said he's an innocent man. He's not a guilty individual. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in to the Photography Plug. We're reading these comments. Somebody said it's another bail hearing at 3 p.m. Now, that is something that attorneys can do. All those attorneys on this case, they are fighting. The federal government is not fighting your average human being when they're fighting Diddy. Even if you had that conversation with Diddy, that's why it is important. Somebody could fear him so much that they say, well, hell, I can't outthink him. The only thing I can do is destroy him. So if he did get locked up beside an inmate and the inmate said, well, I'm afraid of him, and he alleged anything, he could say Diddy looked at him a certain way. Or he could say Diddy touched his leg. Everybody's going to believe him. And he could just destroy Diddy while Diddy is being incarcerated in hell without bond. And the state of New York will be held accountable for that. Any state, even the state of Georgia, should have been released Young Thug. If I was a state prosecutor, I would not have held Young Thug. I would have let him go on the charges that they have in front, because you don't want to hold that responsibility if he does die. If he goes to a prison, you're going to name the prison Young Thug's prison. Whatever P. Diddy goes to, they're going to name it after him. They're going to say, who's in that prison? They're not going to say Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti ain't there. They're going to say, that's P. Diddy. That's the prison P. Diddy's at. That's the prison P. Diddy just left. P. Diddy is going to make prisons popular. And that's what you do with celebrities. When you pass by a prison with Suge Knight, you're not going to say this is such and such prison. You're going to say that's the prison where Suge Knight's at, and that's how they make their money. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And somebody just commented, he'll be in PC. He will be in protective custody. Yes, he will be in protective custody. But you've been in a hole. You know how it is being in that hole. You can't be protected all day long. If any individual wants to get to you, they can get to you. Just the other day, I got to the Vice President of the United States of America. Yes, a police officer was there, but if you wanted to, if you're in a prison and all day long, you're thinking about one thing: how can I get to the money? How can I get to the money? How can I get to the money? Because some inmates are rich. They're just never getting out of prison. So don't think that these inmates are all poor. Somebody is that top inmate at the jail that he's at now, trying to get to Diddy right now. Yeah, definitely. Prison is, yes, I agree with you 100%. He said prison was popular. Yes. The gangster in this country, Mr. Donald Trump, the head gangster, the gangster in this country has not been allocated the John Gotti. Yes, the gangster, the Tupac Shakur, the Suge Knights, the gangster. Nobody wants to be LeBron James in Africa because even there, it's not a possibility, even here. So you can imagine the possibility there. So, but what I'm saying is the gangster, and I'm gonna cut through here just to show you guys, just a reminder of what this page is really about. These kids that actually protested years ago. But the gangster has not been recognized, has been recognized by the people, but not by the government. The gangster brings American millions of dollars. When Donald Trump raided the White House, that gangster brung, when he got convicted of 34 felonies, and if he's still not a gangster, I don't know what a gangster is. Now, there's plenty of gangsters out there with less than 34 felonies, but most gangsters don't get over 4, 5, 6 felonies. By that time, they're ready to quit. Somebody said Africa, their culture is a work to go to school. Yes, the majority, but we're talking about when you go to Africa and you see the culture, that very small percentage of the culture that follows America's culture. We don't follow after Africa's culture, right? We can agree with that. America's culture shapes the world. It was known that Tupac Shakur's music could not be played in Rwanda and different parts of Africa during these civil wars because it was illegal to play Tupac Shakur because we shape the world. Now these are 4 young gentlemen, kids, and they look very old there, but if you look closer, these are freshmen and sophomores that stood for what's important to us as a community and as a country and worldwide. And they started the civil rights movement. That's right. They started the civil rights movement. You can read their names right there. This is very important American history today, how we change and how we shape the importance of our history. It's not up to them. It's up to us. Welcome to the Photography Plug. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. We're going to stay live a little bit longer. And somebody just commented, P. Diddy is done. And Diddy is done. And obviously, the thing is, Diddy denied the bond. I don't think that the state can hold him safely. Obviously, the case with Young Thug is a little bit different. Diddy is a cleaner artist. It dated artists like Jennifer Lopez. Yes, Young Thug never dated a Jennifer Lopez. As big of a Thug fan I am, He's not on Diddy's level financially. Yes, Young Thug has money in the bank. He has millions and he is fine. But Diddy is in a whole different situation financially. That's right. P. Diddy is in a whole different situation than he has more capital. He's in much serious situation. He's when you have sex charges, that is a whole different severity. It's so serious that those sex charges, any type of sex charges, are terrible, and they want you to have that. Often people insult me and say you can't film. One time at the Civil Rights Museum, they want to tell me I can't film kids. Listen, we're going to save more kids. We're going to save kids' lives by finding out who abuses these kids. But they don't want, they will do anything and everything to prevent certain people from having a voice in this country. Somebody just commented, Argentina. Argentina is in the house. I greatly appreciate Argentina. I cannot think exactly where that is on the map, but it is very familiar by the name. I've never been to Argentina, but shout out to Argentina. Like I said, nothing is more revolutionary than technology. Somebody said he can't be extorted. Yes, he can. If you have the physical contact of any individual, no matter who they are, you can literally do anything to that individual if you want to. Now, you might face consequences when it's done, but when it's done, it's too late. So John Gotti, respects to John Gotti and his whole family. We love that family. But John Gotti got beat up in jail. You didn't hear about that story? Yeah, Gotti got beat up. One morning, Gotti woke up. The story is told that Gotti, somebody said, innocent until proven broken, until broke. Yes, yes, my friends, yes, yes, preach. Innocent until broke. I love that comment. But yes, Gotti woke up one morning on the wrong side of the bed, my friends. It's John Gotti woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and there was a bet placed. And the guy yelled from his cell in protective custody, and Gotti said something. He said, "I'm John Gotti." And the guy said, "I don't care who you are." And they went face to face. John Gotti got beat up. Yeah, they said Gotti held his own, but Gotti got beat up. So if John Gotti can get beat up in jail, in respects to the Gotti's family, but if Gotti can get beat up in jail, and we are with the Muslims, so I don't have any fear for any family, because my brother, listen, I'm with a whole nother faction. So we want to stay on the subject, we want to talk P. Diddy, and we want to stay on this subject. But respects to Gotti, not our fear. We're taught to only fear God. All right, welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody said they can't stop laughing, bro. And I love that. It's because I love that because I want you to laugh. I don't care if somebody's laughing at me or with me, as long as you can keep them laughing. Yeah, as long as you can keep them laughing, you can keep them. It was an old saying that if a man can make your woman laugh, he can laugh her drawers right off her body. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Club. We've been live for a while now. And we had somebody from Argentina, that's right, South Africa, New Jersey, all with this YouTube technology. So welcome, welcome, welcome. The most important thing you can do, even if you have some type of disability, that the most thing you can do is get up and exercise, get some fruits in your body. Like a close friend of mine told me, connect with nature. Think about a business, even if you're at your job, start preparing your business deal, not their business deal, but your business deal. Start preparing that business deal, even on Christmas and Thanksgiving. If you're convicted and you won't, not convicted as in penitentiary, if you're convicted as in you're willing to start that business, that's what this forum is about. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Comment, comment, comment. We'll stay live. We're going to stay live. As long as we have consecutive numbers, we're going to stay live, and your comments mean everything here at Photography Plug. Shouts out to Wingstop. That's right. Stopped at Wingstop the other night, and my chicken sandwich was just absolutely awful. The fries, I had to wait a whole hour, but it's Wingstop. That's not a fair analyzation because it's Wingstop, not chicken sandwich. So we'll try it again. Shouts out to Rick Ross. Somebody commented, imagine being in jail for a long time and Diddy shows up in the cell. You're going to question what the fuck is happening outside of jail. I like the first part of that comment. It said, imagine being in jail for a long time and Diddy shows up. That is a recipe for disaster. That, my friends, is a recipe for disaster. That is a recipe for disaster. If you were in jail for a long time and Diddy shows up, yes, that is a recipe for disaster. Doing good. How about you? What's up, huh? But yes, that's a good comment, but that is a recipe for disaster. If you're in jail for a long time and Diddy shows up, you're going to be like a lion ready to pounce on that bank account. You said the real Rick Ross or the fake one. I was shouting out the fake Rick Ross, not the real Rick Ross that went to court as a drug dealer. I guess he's so real that the real Rick Ross went to court expecting the court to allocate him for a drug dealer's name, right? And so if you are ex-drug dealer, don't go into court. If you're an ex-kingpin, my friends, your friends should be in the penitentiary and not the court. You have to settle your differences in the street. This is the photography plug. We're talking real. We're not talking fantasy. So if you're a gangster, settle your differences. You don't call the police for no reason. If your grandmama gets robbed, you don't call the police. If your mama gets robbed, you don't call. That's what the gangster world is about. If you testify, meaning if you make it to that stand, you better be glad you made it to the stand alive. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You're tuning into the Photography Plug, and we're talking what would happen to P. Diddy if he was incarcerated. Forget incarcerated. If P. Diddy walked into your living room, if P. Diddy walked into your living room today, he will be brutalized in a way before you even know it. Your wife, your girlfriend, they will take everything. That those people that are at the top of the food chain have the best meat on the bones, per se. Somebody said the hood take care of the hood. In other words, I think this person is saying that, listen, he ain't in the hood. He ain't represent the hood. It's just like that judge that was down there in Georgia, and she got pulled over by the police. Police beat her up, a judge, and she got fired. It's no protest for you, ma'am. You prosecuted black and brown people. Yes, it's no protest for you. Somebody said, hide your children if Diddy is walking in the living room. I don't know. Maybe maybe you know more than me. So I'm seeing this name a lot. Husum. I can't quite pronounce it. I'm not sure why it keeps coming up, but it's an interesting name. Maybe I think they're saying somebody's possible name. So if you're tuning in, you are tuning in with the photography plug, excuse me, where we always quote, that this is not title. No, this is not Jay-Z, my friends. No, this is an individual that cares about your comments. We won't be waiting for 5-10 years before somebody says, hey, email me. No, in 2025 or 24 and close to 2030, that if somebody says email you, email them, but don't expect a response. Sometimes that is just a way of people saying no. So if you're an entrepreneur and somebody says email me, give them the look, the Trump look, the Suge Knight look, the look. Somebody just commented, what's happening? What's going on is, obviously, you've seen the news, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News, World News, Al Jazeera even commented, good morning, America. Woke up this morning amazed and ready. That's right, good morning, America. Woke up this morning. And Good Morning America was so happy that this story is going down because it's a dollar bill for him. But P. Diddy, that's right, arrested in Manhattan, New York. We're talking all about it. We're finding out different details. Obviously, on these forums, there's a possibility that any prosecutor and all these people walking down the street could be a future prosecutor. The Federal Bureau of Investigations always up under scrutiny as far as following blacks and browns. So you can better believe that even when I have very few people here, the Federal Bureau of Investigation wants to know what's going on, especially when we get close to like our other live feed. The Vice President of the United States of America, Kamala Harris, you can see us getting very close to that limousine. This was just a couple of days ago. Welcome. We're talking P. Diddy and the allocation. But I want to show you something, a possible Banksy. So let me show you a possible Banksy. And kind of what gets on, can I talk about some things that get on my nerves? Can I say one thing? But this is a possible Banksy. But I just can't stand. I'm not a perfect person. You got to forgive me. But I just hate walking by certain people that think that their kids, everything is about your kid and it's everything like your kid is going to be. You don't know if your kid's going to be a drug addict. So I hate walking by people. This is a possible Banksy. I Googled it and they said this is possibly, and you see all of this other artwork doesn't look like nothing like this. If it's not a Banksy, it's a replica. If this was a real Banksy, my friends, this would be worth about $300,000. You just had to cut it out. If this was real Banksy, and I did Google it and it came out Banksy, if not, it's a replica. I haven't actually seen a Banksy in real life. They're all over New York City and other cities. But I did Google it, and it came up as a Banksy. I will have to say that it wasn't. I wouldn't believe it was. But that's the same exact art of a Banksy. Somebody mentioned Diddy, and then they mentioned Epstein. I don't think I'm pronouncing his name right, but they're mentioning that because they're saying that basically he's going to have to, and to finish his life, I'm gonna literally be walking around. I'm gonna take off my shirt because it is boiling out here now. So it is hot. But yeah, they're basically saying P. Diddy is going to prison. He's in jail now. And a lot of people are just saying he's going to be in prison. He's going to be brutalized. He shouldn't have did the things that he's done. His victims, or are these people just out for a lawsuit? Was it just fun? Was it just people that did whatever they do in the bedroom? Were people just out there having fun, and now because he's worth $500 million, they want to blame him for all of their problems? Is that a possibility? Somebody said, don't take your shirt off in front of P. Diddy. I know that's right. If you did that, people are going to... This little field kind of reminds you of Central Park. Remember Central Park? And watch what you're smoking out here, Make sure that you can get the closest thing to marijuana if you're not in a state with legal marijuana. Even in New York City, you have to spend about $80 to get real marijuana. That bottom of the line stuff in those shops is not marijuana. So keep the comments coming. Keep the comments coming. We're staying live. We're talking about the situation in New York City and P. Diddy being arrested, and what are the ramifications behind that as far as the industry goes. And you think about the industry, just like think about whatever industry you're in. Don't just think about, if you work for FedEx, think about the FedEx industry. Me personally, I work for the moving industry. I work for a moving company, but I work for the moving industry. If you work for Starbucks, you work for the coffee industry, the movie industry, the music industry. P. Diddy is in a ton of trouble in New York City and Manhattan, arrested by Homeland Security, saying that he's a possible threat to society. Keep him away from his jet. You think about if he sells his jet by itself. Jets are not cheap. Jets are not cheap. So, jets can cost what, $33 million, $50 million, $250,000. If he just rented his jet out, he could make $250,000 per ride by corporate people that have the money to. So when the rich get richer, just like the people that's on social media that has all of the views. If you do a video, if I did a video for somebody tomorrow, it's going to benefit me more because I'm the guy that shot the video. I'm going to figure out a way for it to benefit me, right? But, in Diddy's perspective is a whole different thing. So we were reading this last comment right here. This might be an interesting one. He said, anybody remember when Diddy whipped on dude's face on the red carpet? Damn, that was creepy. Somebody said jet plus 10,000 and lube on board. That's why I don't read these things live. But that is kind of what you call entertaining. Yes, that's very entertaining. So, but they send those jet rides. And I can say that, yes, I do own my own place and I own my own car. Yes, I do. But obviously, I've never been on a jet before in my life. I've been on a jet before, not a private jet. Yes, I've been on a jet before, but I have not been on a private jet. Those private jets, actually, my own brother flies private jets. And he told me, he says, Those things cost, I forgot the number that he was putting out, but I want to say $100,000 one-way ticket for a private jet. No, sir. Even if I had the money, I just could not see me wasting that money. Obviously, if you have a business deal, but if you don't, I just couldn't see it unless it's just for the thrill. But welcome to the Photography Plug. We're talking P. Diddy and the ramifications of what's going on in America. They got some dope tattoos here. Super dope tattoos right there at this tattoo shop. I could see him right there on his sleeve. If you're looking to get a tattoo, come out here. So get quality tattoos by tattoo artists. But you never know. Just like artwork, you never know. So I can't necessarily be right on all of those things. Just like those Banksy's, that artwork, the best artists in the world. You look at the art and you say, God, that is terrible. So I can't opinionate. But Diddy arrested. P. Diddy arrested. We've been talking about Diddy for an hour plus now. And that is true. That Carl's Winslow. And that was commented by, and then he say, you do the crime, I hope you can do the time, because life in jailhouse, nah, not sweet. Just remember that we go, the harder we fall, man up. So basically this individual is just saying, P. Diddy, man up. Maybe he's a beast. You know, P. Diddy is not the smallest guy in the world. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but if he can be hardened, when he starts eating that jail food, when he starts eating that jail food, and he starts getting close to these inmates, and 30 days pass, and 60 days pass, and 90 days pass, and 100 and some odd days pass, anybody becomes hardened. And I try to tell these young white guys, honestly, I say, go to the penitentiary and you're going to see you there. These young black guys that look like, I mean, you would think they were damn a model or something. But if you go to the trenches, you're going to say, I didn't expect you to be there. And they're going to use that very thing against you. So they're going to use that against P. Diddy. They're going to say P. Diddy has a way to lure people and attract people. So if you're an attractive person and you commit a crime, they're going to say, during your trial, they're going to say, yes, he's attractive. That's the way he gets them. So they'll use that against you. In court, they will say, well, yes, he's attractive. He attracted all of these women. Or he attracted, he used that attraction to lure people. So welcome to the Photography Plug. We've been having a wonderful discussion, and the comments have been absolutely amazing, and they will be reviewed tonight. We will be figuring out different ways. And this company, Photography Plug, is not a company that your voice doesn't matter. This company is your voice. Somebody said DC dudes are gonna love some Diddy. Now, one at a time. Yeah, I hate to say it. One at a time, please. In other words, he can't take but so many, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. What in the world is going on with that 1,000 bottles of baby oil? That is just outrageous. 1,000, that's probably what got him busted. They probably said he just ordered 1,000. They probably say he just ordered 1,000 bottles of baby oil. So I don't know. I honestly, from what I'm hearing, it does seem like he has a serious problem. And we cannot judge somebody, no matter how bad it is, because it could have been worse. It could have been little kids. It could have been worse.
Come on, baby, let go. You gotta go. You gotta get real. Tell him Baba. Tell him Baba.
Oh my God!
Please go to go first. Come on,
You
bro. Come
flip,
on.
bro. God.
But yeah, it could have been worse. So, and somebody said Carl Winslow. That would be a weird star witness, but I'm looking for more so a Jennifer Lopez. You can imagine that Jennifer Lopez will be an excellent star witness because Jennifer Lopez is still, to this day, I don't know how old she is, but Jennifer Lopez is still a very beautiful woman. And that does play a part in stardom. We would love to see her on the stand. How she's looking these days. Well, what's Jennifer been up to? Was she involved in any type of way? What about the last Miami hot girl that was with P. Diddy? I can't think of her name. But what about STDs? I mean, how many people? That's one thing when you talk about the Super Bowl and you talk about Usher. People forgot that Usher spent a lot of time with P. Diddy. I mean, a lot of time with P. Diddy. And all of a sudden, women just forgave Usher because I swore Usher was gay for about 10 years. And then all of a sudden, women forgive him because he's on that stage and he can sing very well. And I think they did report Usher having some STD. And you know, I would not say it if I didn't have concrete evidence. So if I'm not mistaken, a few years ago, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but they do say Usher does carry a STD. So welcome, welcome, welcome to the Photography Plug. I could not tell you how good some of this stuff looks. I will indulge when I get off of what this is work. So welcome. This is one of my jobs. And I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. We're talking P. Diddy. Potato, potato, potato. Shouts out to you. Somebody said Usher was 14 years old when he stayed with him. No, it's another documentary that I don't know if you watched, that Usher was a grown man staying with Diddy for a while. Mace did too. You remember Mace was staying with P. Diddy. So we're here, and I'm going to be talking a lot because we have some copyright possible infringements. I'm going across the street, so I won't even be near that. They'll cut the whole feed for one small copyright infringements. Remember, if you're on YouTube, make sure that you own all of your material. You can too start your photography plug or whatever your business is. Maybe you're way bigger than us. Maybe you're way richer than us. It doesn't matter. We're just confident in what we have. Again, one of the best barbers in the city. I need to go see him on payday. You can see the guys coming out fresh to death. And we're talking P. Diddy, but you might not want to walk up to people asking them about discussion of P. Diddy. They might take it offensive as a whole. And that obviously would be great for it'd be great for a live feed. But so we're talking here. So we're gonna. Anybody want a fresh haircut? Social status here. And we are still live. That's right. We've been live a long time today, and it's been enjoyable to say the least. So many really good comments. So many really, 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 really dope comments today talking about Diddy. This motivates us to go live, but we want to go to New York. So donate, donate, donate. We are trying to catch the next train to New York City. I drive down south, up north. Up north, we will catch the train or bus. We don't want those taxes on that car. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Somebody said, what city? You kind of got to figure it out because everybody has haters. And we talked about different things on this forum, which can be haters in all different colors, white, black, red, yellow. So I don't like to give out my exact location because people will show up at my location, which is nothing wrong. I had that before, but I want it to be organic. And all of our views have been organic. We've not paid for one single subscriber or view. We will never do that. We will go and get the artists you want to see. But back to the subject at hand, we're talking P. Diddy. P. Diddy being arrested in Manhattan. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in today. I don't necessarily want you guys to take this walk with me because I want to keep you in the arts district area like this. That arts district area, and you see those two fingers representing change and representing the possibility of peace. That's right, that possibility of that short peace. We're in a modern society. This is not Bob Marley. We're not going to preach peace all day because we cannot run a government by just peace. Welcome to the Photography Plug. We'll stay live just a little bit longer. Somebody said it looks nice out there. I greatly appreciate it. This is my hometown. There's a lot of beautiful people here. We love this city. And this is where it all started. Jay-Z actually got his first start here at a... I'm good right now, big dog. I wish I was closer to the house. I would have got it from you. But Jay-Z, that's right, started here at a high school called Northeast High School years and years ago. We were kids. Went out there and enjoyed it. So welcome. We like this type of artwork. Like to see all this different type of artwork. But then I Googled that Banksy, and then something else came up. So I'm not sure if it's a Banksy. If it's not, it's a replica. So what's the Photography Plug? We are talking P. Diddy. And I wonder which way I'm going to go today. Guess how much, and I think we got a comment from New York. Let's see. New York, welcome. Or somebody say question New York. A lot of people refer this city as baby New York City. A lot of people moved, especially when I was in school, moved here from New York City. And but we are donate. We're trying to get to New York. We're trying to get close as the stars as we possibly can. But as soon as I feel like that power to the patient, power to the patients, that's the nurses. You can see that logo. They said this was a Banksy. This is definitely not a Banksy. You can forget about that. This is nice artwork here. A portrait. But yes, today we are talking P. Diddy. That's right, talking the arrest in Manhattan, New York City. It's heard all over the world. Digital newspapers are being sold. Physical newspapers are being sold. P. Diddy arrested. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in to the Photography Plug today. I'm going to try to make another mile with you guys live. Comment. Hey, we're from South Africa again. Welcome to South Africa. I love South Africa. That is one place. I haven't seen so many places. And if you haven't been traveling yet, don't get down on yourself. You will see the world if you really want to. I like to say our voices are with the South African president. That's right, that South African president that says you are on stolen land and we're not going to be nice about you leaving. Welcome, South Africa. Guys, I'm going to end on that note. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in today. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Look like we got a little bit too many to go offline, so we'll stay online and we'll still be here. But I hate for you guys to stick with me through this traffic here. I'm going to scoot across real quick. So welcome, welcome, welcome. This is uglier parts right here. If you just stick with me, I greatly appreciate it. You are with the Photography Plug. We're talking P. Diddy being arrested in New York City. That's right. If you're in New York, the buzz is real. That very buzz is very real. P. Diddy being arrested in Manhattan. Yesterday, the news shocked the hip-hop industry. Already warrants Homeland Security been to his mansions. That's right. Homeland Security already visited his mansions, taking pictures, gathering evidence, and next thing you know, yesterday, it's all over the world, P. Diddy being arrested. So greatly appreciate everybody tuning in today. Let us know. We've been reading these comments. Somebody said, remember the Native Americans. And I think they were referring to what I was saying earlier today, just a few minutes ago. And sometimes out here, I'll forget what I was saying, but I think they were referring to that. Yes, remember the Native Americans. And they have to. You can never beat us fair. The only thing you can do is cheat. So, yes, we remember them, but we're not afraid. We're not afraid. We use this platform to ask 1 million armed black men to come to our great American White House. He said, somebody said, did I hear about 1,000 bottles and 1,000, I forgot the number of bottles of baby oil, but I think that's what he's referring to. Yes, we did hear about that. And welcome, New York City. New York City just tuned in. Welcome, 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 New York City. This platform does represent, every time we reach 100,000, that represents that full stadium. Your voice was heard today, and it was heard on the Photography Plug. Donate, donate, donate. We really need your donations. We're really trying to get to New York City. We're trying to get up close and personal to Diddy. That freedom of press is so real. Even when Kobe Bryant passed away on that fateful day, I was lucky to be downtown, Los Angeles, California. And all of a sudden there, like a sinking feeling or a sinking ship or a Titanic, Kobe was announced to be dead. At the same time, the Grammys going on. So things happen in this country and in this world for a reason. But we want to bring you the news and from the city that is happening, and that is New York City. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I greatly appreciate all the comments. Please, no profanity. And if you don't understand how to like, or maybe you don't want to like, but if you do want to like, all you have to do is double tap that screen to subscribe. Just hit the subscription button or donate. Donate to Photography Plug. That donation will go to getting close to these celebrities. Not just that, the importance of the allocation and getting that litigation for those reparations. You won't hear Harris talking about it. You won't even hear the future president talking about it. But we have had a good connection so far. I'll let you guys stay with me a little bit longer. Somebody commented, Diddy the dirty diddler, which I just don't get that. But you remember he dressed up as a Joker. And when Diddy dressed up as that Joker, and I think everybody that dressed up as a Joker, their real personality comes out. I think the original Joker, not the original Joker, but the more commercialized Joker, he actually committed suicide. But you remember Diddy actually, yes, P. Diddy, he dressed up as a Joker and he got into the confrontation with that guy in the middle of New York City. The real P. Diddy came out that night. I don't know if you Google it, but you can see it on YouTube. P. Diddy dressing up as a Joker, and it was an actor that he flipped on. Somebody said Usher hold Howard Stern show be moved to New York to live with Diddy for 1 year when he has a 13-year-old. His mom didn't know how much know about Diddy. So they're saying Usher stayed, but am I confused or am I not confused? Usher, now we are talking Usher, has been considered gay for many, many years, correct? I mean, we're talking Usher, right? Usher Raymond from Atlanta? Or were people thinking Usher Raymond was heterosexual? I think everybody in their right minds know damn well that Usher was damn not a heterosexual. Now, I could be wrong, but any inclination or any ideal of anything says that Usher has been gay forever. Somebody said 2016 Howard Stern show. So if anybody is near YouTube or they have a double device, just look it up. Howard Stern show 2016. But Usher, how old is Usher? He wasn't 13 years old in 2016. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. That's only 9 years ago. Usher wasn't 13 years old in 2016. Usher is 30 some odd years old, if not 40. Great forum today. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. Not a lot of the Trump haters. I was so kind of glad to get away with that. Even though we like our Trump fans too. That's right. If you're at the polls and you are a Marine, a Navy, or police officer, and you don't like Asanya Massey or you don't like me, you need to vote for Trump. Now, if you're for peace and a clear-minded future, a future where all people can exist, not the future where you have the little college white girl, and I apologize, but we have the real that disdains black people, not realizing the real poverty of America and Americans, the real poverty. So welcome to the Photography Plug. He said, yeah, he wasn't 13 in 2000 and Usher wasn't 13 in 2016. Usher is 35, damn near 40 years old. Yeah, Usher is 35, 40. You can Google that. I want to say he's 40, 41 or 42. So, yeah, he wasn't 13 years old, no time soon. So, yeah, that's a lie. And somebody said, vote Trump. Yes, if you're against people like myself, black entrepreneurs, you are in the Marines, you're in the Army. If you want to see more Sonya Massey's, you want to see your White House possibly being raided. That's right. And you don't want to see women's rights. That's right. Vote for that Donald Trump. Somebody said, what city am I viewing right now? I don't like to give out that information. Obviously, I'm live. A lot of bad things happen to people that are on live. It's very simple for you to find out, so I won't say. But I greatly appreciate your comment. We are talking P. Diddy today, and we are trying our best to get to all of the places. But May 1st, remember, May 1st, I invite all photographers to come to New York City for that Met Gala. We're having a photography session this year at the Met Gala. May 1st, it's a celebration, like a Christmas. All the celebrities come out. Elon Musk was there, Chloe Bailey, a ton of celebrities. Kim Kardashian, a ton of celebrities come out. And even, I don't think Diddy was there either the years I was there. And if I was, I didn't get those visuals. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I think he said he told Howard, somebody commented, he told Howard in 2016. He told him in 2016 about him staying with Diddy when he was 13 years old. So, and they are saying these are sex offenses, but nobody ever said it was underage people involved. I mean, I didn't say nobody said, I'm saying it's no concrete evidence that anybody has or said. Somebody said celebrities need to be held accountable like anybody else. That is very true, but it's harder to prosecute a celebrity because you think about the community service, the millions of dollars that he could put in your local high school. If Diddy wanted to now, he could donate to you and your foundation as many millions of dollars. Those millions of dollars are, in a sense, wasted. I think a lot of people spend time. I think a lot of people spend time on spending money to tear up things instead of spending money to make things better. Somebody said, if you vote for Harris, this is BJ 916, says if you vote for Harris, you know she don't like this free market and free speech. Say Harris doesn't like free market and free speech. It doesn't matter who doesn't like it. Nobody likes free market and free speech. You know, the type of ridicule I get if I film Kourtney Kardashian. If I film anybody, when I come home, people are upset. They're mad at me because of freedom of not even that. It's different when a black man holds the camera than a white guy holds the camera. So when I go to New York, the police are going to, I could have went viral because the police showed up last time in New York City about 50 deep. But at the time, I'm there for just the celebrity shots. I'm not really there. But in other words, I could have went viral. It was 60 police officers there. Now, I'm not saying all for me, but one time New Jersey brought about 10 or 15. I mean, you can have a gun. They take you to jail if it's illegal. But if you have a camera, nobody likes freedom of press or freedom of speech. Nobody likes what I'm doing even right now. Nobody likes it. Except the people that's on social media. But everybody else says, oh my gosh, it's a black man walking down the street or driving. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I can wear my best clothes. It was a situation 2 weeks ago. I went to Charlotte, North Carolina, went live on that live. Right after the live, the police pulled me over with the helicopter. Right? After the police pulled me over with the helicopter, he said he's going to give me a break. I went to a Taco Bell. I had $200 bills in my pocket and a $50 bill. After being pulled over by police, I washed my car really nice, had my brand new shoes on, had some nice shades on, had brand new clothes on. After being pulled over by police with the helicopter, a black lady at the register denied every single dollar in my pocket. She said, all my money is fake. Obviously, I work very hard for my money, but the lady said all my money was fake. So discrimination doesn't just come in white. That slave master has beaten these black people so bad that they don't want you to have freedom of speech. So if I think Trump is going to uphold freedom of speech, nobody. You have that right as an American citizen to find out what the Secret Service is spending your tax dollar on. The president of the United States is a welfare case. Yes, my friends. Jimmy Carter is 102 years old, and he's still alive in Tennessee. And his address is right there for you to Google. You can go to Jimmy Carter's house all you want. He's 102 years old. He's still alive. And he's been on welfare for 50 years. So the president of the United States is a prisoner of war, number one, and the president of the United States is living on welfare, your tax dollar. Welcome to the Photography Plug. Somebody said, Diddy music got me laid in high school. Said Jimmy Carter will free Diddy. I like that comment. Yeah, Jimmy Carter, great American citizen. We like to show him so much respect. We want to be there when Jimmy passes away. Then it's only going to be only white people there. But some of the everybody's invited, obviously. I'll probably be the only black person there because I already researched where Jimmy's at, and Jimmy's still hanging on. Yeah, we're talking Jimmy Carter. When Jimmy is still hanging on, but if you're there as an intern, what you like that for Diddy needs, where he is, he hurt the people. Somebody said Diddy hurt the people. Yeah, I think people that are looking to be in the industry or be a part of the industry are very saddened by these events. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in today. You have tuned in to the Photography Plug, where we talk political ramifications. Today we talk the arrest and the bond being denied from P. Diddy. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll read some more of these comments. Said Diddy is hurt and Diddy is bitter. Diddy is hurt and Diddy is bitter. Yes, he's in a cell now. He's in a whole different world now. All of that emotion doesn't control that now. You have to be able to control yourself now. In other words, Diddy, in other words, this is a different world now. It's not, he only had that luxury when he was free. Now that he's incarcerated, you can hear people screaming, toilets flushing, fights breaking out. You're in the facility. You're in danger. Your life is in danger, and the state could possibly be responsible. We'll be tuning in live again. We'll talk about the subject again. I greatly appreciate everybody tuning in today.